Yes!
You know, I've uploaded so many should this insert name here Return to Destiny 2 videos that I've literally lost count. And I'm happy to say that a decent amount of the things that I've made videos talking about have actually returned. Now, there's probably a handful of other exotics that people would want to see make a comeback at Destiny 2, but it's 100% safe to say that the Titan exotic chest armor, Twilight Garrison, is the most requested one. And despite the fact that I'm very much a devout Warlock main, I have a ton of love and appreciation for the Titan class as well. I mean, it seems like somebody has to, because if you're a PvP player in Destiny 2, it's no secret that the Titan class is hands down the most hated for multiple reasons. For one, Titans have had some of the most powerful exotic armor for PvP, the most notorious of them being the One-Eyed Mask, which has been such a balance and nightmare for Bungie that it's been adjusted at least 4 times by now. And Teus Wards, which enable you to reflect any projectile thrown at you simply by sliding, as well as shaving off 14 seconds off your super cooldown after reflecting a projectile, currently runs the PvP meta for Titans, and it's a rare sighting to see a Titan not running Teus Wards. I guess it's safe to say that there's been a trend where the Titan class will always have an incredibly powerful exotic armor that I have to get addressed at one point in time, but for a lot of Titan players who played Destiny 1, Twilight Garrison started it all. And in this video, we're gonna go back to Destiny 1 and take a look at Twilight Garrison to see if it'll be a good fit in Destiny 2. So, without further ado, let's get it in. So first things first, let's take a look at Twilight Garrison's exotic perk, Tactical Air Support, which states that double tapping B on Xbox or circle on PlayStation enables you to evade while airborne. But yeah, double tapping B or circle enables you to dodge forward, backwards, or to the side. For those of you that never played Destiny 1, this animation might remind you of the Warlock's Top Tree Dawnblade Icarus Dash ability. Well, that's because they're literally the same thing. The only difference is that some time ago, Top Tree Dawnblade, Middle Tree Sunbreaker, and Bottom Tree Gunslinger received some buffs and reworks, and Icarus Dash was given a second dodge. Originally, Twilight Garrison started off with the ability to evade twice, but this ability was deemed too powerful, and Twilight Garrison was eventually nerfed to only be able to evade once. Of course, this didn't stop Titan players from using this exotic because of its sheer reliability and due to the fact that it's subclass neutral. Strikers, Sunbreakers, and Defenders all benefited from Twilight Garrison the exact same, and it was a rare sighting to see a Titan in PvP not wearing a Twilight Garrison. Twilight Garrison made its debut in Destiny 1 during the Taken King DLC, and the moment that it released, Destiny 2's Crucible was taken completely by storm. In Destiny 1, the Titan class was the most aerodynamic of the 3 classes, and when it came to aerial maneuverability, the other 2 classes were pale in comparison. I'm pretty sure you probably heard of Titan skating, but it was nothing more than mashing a jump button to propel yourself forward with the intent to rapidly increase travel distance. If I recall correctly, less agility gave you less upward ascension to your jump, which is exactly what you wanted since the goal was to travel in a straight line and not upward. The aerial maneuverability benefits of the Titan's jump alone enabled this class to cover long distances in an incredibly short amount of time. And throwing Twilight Garrison into the mix made the Titan class incredibly forgiving and satisfying to play. And before Twilight Garrison was nerfed down to only having one evade, you could combine both of the evades with Titan skating and shoulder charge to achieve aerial speeds that the other 2 classes were completely incapable of. You see, in Destiny 2, movement is the most important attribute when it comes to PvP. Destiny 2's PvP in year 1 was slower than molasses, but Destiny 2's PvP in this current day and age is incredibly fast, and the mobility stat is hands down the most important. Mobility dictates the speed of your Guardian's regular walk and straight speed, as well as the travel distance and speed of the propulsion of your jump. However, in Destiny 1, it was all about armor and recovery. Because there were so many powerful weapons and abilities, survival was paramount. And due to the fact that Destiny 1's PvP is a bit slower than the present day Destiny 2's PvP, movement and character speed mattered, but it wasn't the most impactful. As stated previously, lower agility made Titan skating easier, but I ran low agility anyways because back then I strongly preferred high recovery and high armor because the agility stat in Destiny 1 wasn't nearly as imperative as the mobility stat is in Destiny 2. Low agility contributing to making Titan skating easier was just an added bonus, for me at least. But anyways, from the moment it made its debut all the way into the end of Destiny 1's lifespan, Twilight Garrison remained the most popular Titan exotic for PvP. So, would Twilight Garrison make a good addition to Destiny 2? In my opinion, I don't think Twilight Garrison would be a problem at all in Destiny 2. Again, movement is a whole lot more important in D2 than it was in D1, and as of presently, the Titan class is the only one of the 3 that lacks a movement-based ability. Hunters have their dodge class ability, and Warlocks have Icarus Dash, which, once again, was stolen from the Titans. But then again, this is definitely not an isolated incident because the Titan and Warlock classes have a long-standing history of either sharing abilities or stealing abilities from one another. Examples including the Sunsinger subclasses Gift of the Sun and the Titan's Armamentarium. The Sunsinger subclass is Angel of Light and the Titan's Imperium Bellicose, and now in Destiny 2, we have the Warlock's Winter's Guile and the Titan's Worm God Caress, and once again, Icarus Dash, which hails from Twilight Garrison. So yeah, I would be 100% cool with it if Bungie gave the Titan class their most beloved exotic armor back. As much as I'm on board with Twilight Garrison returning, I have some strong doubts in my mind that it ever will. For one, Bungie never intended the Titan class to be as aerodynamic and lightning fast as it was in D1. From a literal RPG standpoint, the Warlock is the Mage class, the Hunter is the Rogue/Thief class, and the Titan is the Knight class. And out of the three, it's pretty obvious which class was intended to be the quickest and most nimble of the three. And here's a hint, it wasn't the Titan class. Bungie was so against Titan skating that when Destiny 2 first launched, the fanbase quickly realized that the possibility of Titan skating sat in a weird realm between not possible or more difficult to pull off. But if I recall correctly, Titan skating was possible at some point in time in year 1 of D2 on the PC, but Bungie eventually patched it. Titan players in Destiny 2 had got accustomed to the fact that they couldn't be a fighter jet like the good old D1 days and began to play the Titan class in a way that aerial movement didn't dictate the entirety of their playstyles. I said that I had some strong doubts that Twilight Garrison would ever return, but I've learned to never say never when it comes to Bungie. We've seen some of the most unlikely things from D1 return, and some of the time these weapons and armor ended up performing better in Destiny 2 than they did in Destiny 1. Again, I feel that Twilight Garrison should return so that Titans can also have an evasive/movement ability like the other two classes. Because when I play Titan, I use the shoulder charge ability as a pseudo movement ability, especially when I play Top Tree Sunbreaker. Since the shoulder charge on that skill tree is faster, it has more travel distance than the one available for Bottom Tree Sentinel and Top Tree Striker. I stated earlier that One-Eyed Mask was very problematic in PvP, followed by Antaeus wards, and the moment that the upcoming nerf for Antaeus wards rolls out, Titan players are going to be looking for the next go-to exotic armor. Twilight Garrison is 100% fair because it doesn't do something to give you an insane advantage like One-Eyed Mask and Antaeus wards, and honestly, you can't even really compare Twilight Garrison to these two exotics. If Twilight Garrison were to return, it wouldn't make sense to bring it back with the ability to dodge once, since Icarus Dash was buffed to be able to dodge twice. Also, it would be nice if Twilight Garrison was compensated with a shorter cooldown between dodges, since it's an exotic armor piece, whereas Icarus Dash is a free ability that doesn't require you to equip anything to use it. Well, everybody, that does it for this one. I hope that you enjoyed the video. In the comment section, tell me if you use Twilight Garrison in Destiny 1 and if you think it'll make a return to Destiny 2. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, do me a favor and thumb rest to that like button until it turns blue. And if you're new to my neck of the woods, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon so you don't ever miss a video of the most elite gaming content. But with that being stated, 1LHD is over and out. Y'all take it easy.